And on to the Mid Cap Masala show. Let's talk about Ashok Leyland. The company did come out with a good quarter 3, but what's the outlook going ahead in terms of the commercial vehicle industry? How is the company expected to perform? As well as what are their big plans when it comes to their defense and the EV business? Let's try and understand all of that. And we are being joined by Mr. Shenu Agarwal, who is the MD and CEO of Ashok Leyland. Hi, very good morning, Mr. Agarwal, and so good having you on the channel. And firstly, let me start by asking that how are you really reading to the demand visibility for quarter 4 and even early FY27? The reason I'm asking is because post GST, the commercial vehicle industry did witness the much awaited push. But how do you see the MHCV and LCV segment performing, and what could be the industry guidance?
Yeah, listen, the industry has been exceptionally strong actually in all the segments, whether it is LCV or MHCV. In the last 3 months, I mean, November and December were great, and January actually was even more stronger. And we are seeing similar actions on the ground right now. The sentiments are very positive. So we are thinking that this is something that will sustain into the future. At least Q4, we think that the industry growth would be very strong. But even going into the next year, I think the momentum should continue.
All right, so next year, expect the momentum to continue. But Mr. Agarwal, if I look at your realizations, that dipped 2% on a YY basis. Now, that is despite witnessing strong volumes. Is pricing pressure intensifying, or was this more mix-led? And how should we think about the pricing discipline going ahead?
See, the pricing discipline in the CV industry is very stable, very strong actually. In the last couple of years, we have seen that there are two different things that are happening. One is from the industry side, I think industry is very, very focused on giving a lot of additional value to the customer. And from a customer side also, I think customer is more broad-based in their thinking now. You know, they are putting much more value, not just on mileage, on reliability, but also on factors like turnaround time, comfort, driver safety, etc. So I think with the progress in the technology that the industry is making and the customer getting more broad-based in their mindset as to how they see the value, I think this is really helping the industry as well as the customers, you know, in industry in the sense in taking higher realizations per vehicle, and customers in the sense that they are really getting benefited from all the advancements in the technology.
All right, but along with that, Mr. Agarwal, your gross margins too contracted 70 basis point. Though the EBITDA margins have improved, but with commodity volatility still at play, what is your margin outlook for the next 2 quarters?
Listen, in Q3, we had a couple of challenges. One was on the commodity side, not from the traditional commodities that we deal with normally, but more from some of the precious metals. You know, there was a significant jump in the prices of those commodities, which was having a negative impact. However, you know, we had successfully circumvented that, although it has had some impact on our gross margin, but through some other actions, we have successfully circumvented it to a large extent. The other impact is slightly on the mix side, where now this strong growth in the first couple of months was more attributed to the light and medium commercial vehicles, because I think the retail buyers were the one who came out immediately and started replacing their vehicles, while the bulk buyers took a little bit more time because their dynamics were a little bit more complex. You know, so for them, it was not just the pricing, but also looking at the input tax credits and the cash flows, etc. But I think going forward with the kind of infrastructure boom that we are looking, the kind of more focus on construction activity that is happening, we think that the mix should become favorable going forward. As far as the commodity prices are concerned, we don't think that this is also a long-term phenomenon. I think at some point in time, we can actually take a price increase to offset some of these pressures from the commodity side.
All right, but along with that, Mr. Agarwal, everybody has been waiting to witness the listing of Hinduja Leyland Finance, because you have earlier mentioned that Hinduja Leyland Finance listing will be near soon. And can you share an update on the timelines and the strategic intent there?
Yeah, that process of listing Hinduja Leyland Finance is very much on track. There were some initial delays, but now since we have received all the approvals, I think we are progressing quite well on that. We'll keep you updated, but I mean, the process takes a little bit of a time. But as I said, now with all the approvals in place, it should happen on a timely manner.
All right, with this, Mr. Agarwal, we let you go. So good having you on the channel today, and looking forward to more good developments for Ashok Leyland and wishing you the best. Thank you so much for that. All right, but with this, viewers, it's now time to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more on the other side.